Yeah.
I needed to be reminded that I really could love again.
Thank God.
I just love you so much, my beautiful man.
No way, man. I'm not reading you what I wrote because that was like so private.
If I had to do a concert tomorrow, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm not ready. I don't think this is possible.
It's about as bad as it could be.
I look back on my career at all the things that I achieved.
Shania Twain!
Shania Twain.
The records that were broken. I was doing fantastic. And it fell by the wayside. For some reason, I'm not comfortable singing in front of people anymore. I have lost my ability to sing. I've lost it. Don't expect more. This is amateur night. I need to sing again. It wasn't one crisis that made me lose my voice. It was my childhood poverty, my parents' death. I was a workaholic, and my marriage was falling apart. My own friend had an affair with my husband. What if I can never sing again? Never been so miserable in my whole life. I just had to snap out of it. So I'm getting out on this tour, trying to find my voice again. I want to talk to people that have been through similar struggles.
My husband left with my best friend. I wanted what she had.
She trusted you.
I'm taking myself out of my comfort zone.
Stop sugarcoating it. That was like so private. Why don't you scare the heck out of yourself and go sing a song with Lionel Richie?
I will be inspired by other people.
The more you do it, the stronger you're going to get.
Share my own experience.
Our own parents have died. It's actually.
Maybe that will inspire them.
Exactly.
The people I brought with me are the people that I really love and trust.
Let's go then.
Life's two most important questions are why and why not. The trick is knowing which one to ask. Here we are now on the fifth leg of the journey. I guess I can say that the balance is definitely on the up. But I still have a long way to go. The journey is really pushing me to be honest, and I think sometimes that's hard for me.
As shocked as people are going to be when they read this book as it is, I mean, it's really not.
There are a lot of
It's
details
another
in
layer.
there.
There's a whole other layer.
Well, we had to give her to tell her, make this more real.
Wow.
Stop
It's not that it wasn't real, but I just
No, more. Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
No, tell it like it is, like it was.
I started writing my autobiography almost as a distraction from my divorce. I was feeling very fragile, going through very desperate moments, and I just had to snap out of it. And by going back through my whole life from the beginning, it put everything into a better perspective for me. And that's how the autobiography came about, really.
I don't think this book is happy medium. It's pretty shocking. It's gonna
The only way those people that you want to help are going to be helped is if you tell it like it was.
I was torn when I was writing my autobiography. I wanted to really make sure that I didn't place blame on anyone for anything, but still be factual about things.
I think I did pretty deep. Look,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they have to, when you read it, they have to have the visual. And then it's real and it's raw, and then they're going to go, holy.
It's very hard to look at painful memories. It's like, I've got the scar and I don't like it. It's ugly and I don't want to look at it. But you have to force yourself to look at it and look at it until you finally, get to the point where you can say, okay, it's a part of me now. And that in itself is all part of the journey.
oh, look at the Kinsey City. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it's great.
I like New York.
never overnight.
Put this on a dimmer.
Protect yourself.
Right, you not carry a dimmer around in your pocket.
Protect yourself.
Forget about express yourself. I'm trying to express myself on this friggin' tour. I'm trying to protect myself from bad lighting everywhere I go. I never enjoy photo sessions, to be honest, because it's always a little bit unsettling. You know, standing in front of a clicking camera, physically taking those pictures. You know, so having fun, maybe not. I just want you guys to know there's no pressure.
Here it comes.
What?
But?
But I need to look 7.
Like I've never heard that before.
I'm not trying to look younger in this picture. I really just want to resemble myself.
Right.
I just changed so much since I was 7. I just think I'm being kind of brave. I accept to
Keep
look
your eyes
like my own
closed.
mother, like the mother of myself. That I can deal with. That's fine. Know that you can and you will eventually get over the hill.
Nice.
What is over the hill?
What is-
Part of the fun.
What's
of
the new
climb.
hill? The new hill is like, I don't know.
Yeah, what is that? It's changed. It's a moving target. Aging naturally is just not acceptable anymore. The pressure is on. It's more on people who have been considered beauties, you see?
Yeah.
At this point in my life, I realize how much I've struggled with self-image. I'm not your typical self-image struggler. But of course I'm struggling with self-image. I think we all are in some ways.
Okay, let's get that turtleneck on, and let's see what happens to us. Turn your face to the camera slightly. Yes, good.
I was there to capture an image that was going to represent my life story. When you're looking over the course of your whole life, you're looking at sad moments, happy moments, exciting moments. And that particular day was actually quite fun. It reminded me of shooting my music videos.
Life was going great, love was gonna happen, wait, was it no hurt?
I was just a pose.
Staying single was the plan, didn't need a steady man, I had it covered, till I discovered the love gets me every time, my heart changed my mind, I got all darn gone and love it.
I'm kind of in love with this side. It wasn't the face, it was the hair. That was excellent. Maybe I didn't need you 20 years ago, but I sure do now. This tour has put everything into a better perspective for me. I'd like to look to the future. At the same time, I want to reflect but not be stuck in the past. We're okay for some chicks. Yeah, we're okay for middle-aged chicks. I'm ready to work with another producer. I don't like that place in my voice. It's a weird place.
Commit to it, yeah.
Bobby. Am I being punked?